The Covenant Guardians. The kitchen was a battlefield of Taco Tuesday leftovers and spilled juice. Zola scraped a stubborn glob of cheese off the counter, while Marcus wrestled a mountain of laundry that seemed to be growing. With 3 children, Maya, Mateo, and little Elena, the day hadn't just been busy. It had been a marathon through a hurricane. They were exhausted, their shoulders heavy with the weight of bills, chores, and the endless why questions of toddlers. After the final one more water request from Mateo and the 3rd rendition of a lullaby for Elena, the house finally fell silent. Marcus emerged from the hallway, wiping sweat from his brow. "The perimeter is secure," he joked, though his voice was thin. Zola took his hand, pulling him toward their small walk-in closet. "Not yet," she whispered. "We haven't checked in with the High Command." Inside the closet, surrounded by hanging coats and the scent of cedar, they knelt together. They didn't ask for a break, they asked for a breakthrough. As they gripped each other's hands and began to pray, the air in the small room began to hum with a low, rhythmic vibration. "One can chase 1,000, Marcus murmured, his voice deepening. "But 2, Zola finished, her eyes snapping open with a violet glow, "can put 10,000 to flight." The walls of the closet dissolved into a digital celestial void. Zola screamed a war cry as her bathrobe transformed into a sleek suit of iridescent violet armor. A cape of liquid starlight erupted from her bag, and a spear of pure, white-hot conviction materialized in her hand. She was no longer just a mother. She was a general of the Empyrean, her hair floating in a zero-gravity halo of power. Beside her, Marcus underwent a radical metamorphosis. His tired lounge pants became heavy, gold-plated greaves. A massive, sun-forged warhammer appeared in his grip, its head etched with ancient runes of protection. He stood tall, his eyes burning like twin suns. Together, they stepped out onto the roof of their home, looking out over a city that was suddenly crawling with jagged, shadowy entities. A swarm of doubt leeches, wispy, multi-limbed monsters was trying to seep through the chimney to reach the children. Zola didn't hesitate. She launched herself into the air, her spear trailing a ribbon of violet fire. She spun through the air like a cyclone, her blade whistling as it bisected 3 leeches in a single, fluid motion, turning them into harmless puffs of blue steam. Down in the street, a massive beast of division, a towering, snarling wolf made of smoke and jagged glass, was howling, trying to shatter the peace of the neighborhood. Marcus leaped from the roof, his hammer glowing with the intensity of a collapsing star. He brought the weapon down with a thunderous impact, creating a shockwave of holy fire that cracked the pavement and sent the beast reeling backward, its glass teeth shattering. "Zola, the core!" Marcus shouted, pointing toward the city center where a dark vortex was forming, the source of the night's unrest. Zola nodded, flying toward him. She grabbed his hand, and the Holy Spirit's presence surged through them like a lightning strike. Their individual auras merged, expanding from a soft glow into a blinding celestial supernova that illuminated the entire block. They became a blur of divine violence. Together, they charged the vortex. Zola's spear pierced the darkness, while Marcus's hammer shattered the foundations of the Shadow Realm. Each strike was perfectly synchronized, a dance of matrimonial unity. As they struck the heart of the vortex together, a voice like thunder echoed. 10,000 fall. A wave of pure, crystalline light washed over the city, vaporizing every demon in its path. As the first rays of the physical sun touched the horizon, the armor faded. Zola and Marcus sat on the kitchen floor, leaning against each other, back in their t-shirts and sweats. The house was quiet, filled with a deep, supernatural peace. Elena toddled into the room, rubbing her eyes. Marcus scooped her up, kissing her forehead. "The city is safe, little one," he whispered. Zola smiled, taking a sip of her coffee. The Legos were still on the floor, but the giants were gone.